Tonight, Lake Walk headaches. The third and final phase of reconstruction is beginning. What the closures mean for getting around the area.
And the day after, we're digging into the results of Super Tuesday, how our region voted in the Democratic presidential primary.
Plus, it's tournament time, how the Hermantown Hawks hockey team fared in their first round matchup down at the X.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Summer construction could mean big headaches for people who want to spend some time down by the big lake.
Starting in May, crews will be working on Phase 3 of the Lake Walk reconstruction project. That means the section of the Lake Walk in Canal Park will be closed from Endian Station to the Marine Museum near the lift bridge. Pedestrians will have to follow detours. CBS 3's Emma Quinn joins us live from the Lake Walk. She spoke with city leaders about their plans to carry out the project. Emma.
Yeah, Kristen, so Mike LeBeau, supervisor of the Lake Walk reconstruction project, says that Phase 3, that goal is to better engineer and make the Lake Walk more durable, especially after severe damage that the Lake Walk has seen in recent storms. And one way they're making it more durable, as you can see behind me, they have a bunch of stone. Now, that's stone. These have been started trucking in. They started trucking these in today from two harbors.
Reproducing the similar kind of function on the shoreline using modern engineering and modern material is just very different than what was here before.
Large waves and heavy winds. Crews will also spend the summer widening the boardwalk and trails, and LeBeau says the goal is to make sure they don't have to rebuild again. Now, city leaders expect the Lake Walk to be closed until fall, as long as nothing gets in their way. There are several other smaller projects scheduled for the summer in the Canal Park area, all aimed at preventing flooding and other storm damage. Project leaders say they are still waiting on permits for those projects.
All right, and Emma, we know tonight at 10 you'll have a story for us where we'll hear from business owners about what they think this will mean for their bottom line. Emma Quinn for us in Canal Park tonight. Thanks, Emma.
All right, Dave's here to tell us about the weather. Dave, pretty nice day to be down by the Lake Walk. If you're looking for some sunshine today.
Yeah, but what a deceiving day, because it isn't going to stay that way. The clouds are already marching towards our region from an Alberta clipper that's bringing us upwards of an 80% chance of snow that could begin perhaps this evening for some western Minnesota towns into tomorrow morning for the rest of our region. So the high pressure and the sunshine of today, it goes away as the clipper comes to call for our Thursday. Day planner shapes up like this. That warm front leading the event will keep temperatures up. We'll be around 30 above for tomorrow morning's alleged low temperature. 60% chance for a rain-snow mix in the morning. Still a 60% chance at lunchtime. We warm up a hair, and late in the afternoon we top out around 36 degrees, which is 6 degrees or so warmer than normal. 80% chance for the mix to shift over to snow. Some of it could stick for a few towns, some more than others. There's an advisory for one zone, which we'll show you in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. To politics, the dust has settled from Super Tuesday, and here's a look at how counties in our region voted last night. Joe Biden won every Northland county except for Beltrami and Cook. Those counties showed up for Bernie Sanders. The most voters in our region live in St. Louis County, which Biden won, with almost 42% of the vote. Officials with the city of Duluth say they saw moderate voter turnout for the state's first primary in 3 decades. About 19,000 voters cast a ballot in Duluth yesterday. City Clerk Chelsea Helmer says preparation for this election was a bit different than past ones because of the party primary system. Helmer says Duluth saw about a 35% voter turnout, which was expected.
We always traditionally see higher voter turnout in even years because there are bigger races on the ballot. Presidential years absolutely always our highest voter turnout, and so because this was a presidential nomination primary, we knew that there would be more interest in the races.
Helmer says the city is expecting an extremely high turnout for the general election in November, anywhere between 75 to 80%. She says they have been preparing for the general election for quite some time, ensuring they have proper staffing and equipment to make sure everything runs smoothly.
The Pine County Sheriff's Office is investigating a possible homicide. It happened in Royalton Township, which is about 25 miles south of Hinckley. Authorities say Scott Ness was found dead inside a motorhome on Monday. The The BCA is investigating, trying to figure out the timeline surrounding the 61-year-old's death. As of this afternoon, they had no details. Authorities are waiting for autopsy results. The man who hit and killed a toddler on an Iron Range highway has pleaded guilty. Jake Place entered that plea today. He was charged with criminal vehicular homicide in August. He hit 16-year-old Alexia Carroll, who was pushing her nephew Logan Clennert in a stroller on the side of Highway 65 near Nashwauk. Carroll was seriously injured. Clennert died on the scene. Place's trial is set for May.
Wisconsin tribal members and lawmakers are working together to bring justice to murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls. Legislation moving through the state assembly would create a task force on the issue. Lawmakers held a public hearing on the bill today. Native women are 10 times more likely to be murdered than the national average. The task force would look at the factors that contribute to higher rates of violence in the Native community and what can be done to stop it.
Data from the U.S. Department of Justice shows that tribal women and girls face murder rates of more than 10 times the national average.
We must work together to take immediate action, noting the quicker the response, the faster the victim may be located and help may be provided.
If passed, the task force would present recommendations to the Assembly and tribal leaders this December.
More than 100 Minnesota veterans take their own lives each year. Now a partnership with the federal government is working to end that epidemic. Minnesota is taking part in the Governor's Challenge. It partners federal and state agencies to focus resources and education on ending veteran suicide. Governor Tim Walz says the state must provide our vets with immediate access to mental health care and build bipartisan support for the issue. Minnesota is one of 7 states taking part in the 2020 Governor's Challenge. If you or someone you know is considering suicide, there is help available. The National Lifeline is on your screen there. It's 1-800-273-8255. Health leaders coordinating Wisconsin's reaction to the coronavirus are assuring lawmakers that the risk of infection remains low in the state. But at a briefing today, they said discussions are underway about how to handle potential outbreaks at prisons, long-term care facilities, and other places where people congregate. State health officials urged people to remain calm while also acknowledging that much is still unknown about the virus. They noted that the guidance they give now may change as more is learned. Only one person in Wisconsin has tested positive. That person has recovered. Meanwhile, the U.S. House passed an $8.5 billion package to respond to the outbreak. The Senate is expected to vote on the funding tomorrow.
State health officials say 2 people who landed at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport yesterday had close contact with someone confirmed to have coronavirus in Europe. The Minnesota Department of Health says the 2 people were evaluated on the plane and determined not to have symptoms. Still, both were told to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. Officials say if symptoms develop, they'll be tested for coronavirus. And if either test positive, the other passengers that were on that flight will be notified. So far, there have been no confirmed cases of coronavirus in Minnesota. However, the virus has been responsible for 10 deaths in Washington state and 1 reported in California today.
Neil Viersma joins us a little earlier in the show than usual today because there is some big hockey going on.
Big hockey indeed. You know, Hermantown, they've been making these regular trips down to the X, but after a 1-year hiatus, the team finally was back competing at the tourney today. That's where you'll find our very own Ryan Campo, who was at the game and has more.
Yeah, Neil, death, taxes, and the Hermantown boys hockey team. That are 3 guarantees you can have in life. For the 10th time in the past 11 seasons, the Hermantown boys hockey team has made its trek down to the X, almost like almost like the back of your hand, I guess, if you want to say it like that. But this is a familiar face that they were facing this afternoon against Monticello. This is the 3rd time that they've made the state tournament that they have had to go through Monticello, the last being 2017 when they won in double overtime to win the state championship. But it was a slow start after first period, 2-0 after 1, and then the floodgates started opening, and 7-1 would eventually be the final. But after that, Blake Biondi with a hat trick, he's inching closer to 50 goals. And now, fast forward to Friday now, the Hermantown Hawks will face another familiar face, St. Cloud Cathedral. Puck drop set for 11 a.m. We will have continuing coverage throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend following Hermantown as they etch their sketch into yet hopefully another storied, historic run for their hockey team. Neil, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Looking forward to it. And coming up in sports, we'll have full highlights and reaction from that big game against Monticello.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Neil. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Superior is looking for more modes of active transportation, why they want it, and your feedback as well, coming right up.
1 year ago today, we set the record low temp at 19 below. 1 year later, I think we're going to be about 50 degrees warmer than that come tomorrow morning. We'll talk about a warm spell, but that could come at a cost. The cost of a rain-snow mix. Why up the odds? Coming up after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Wi-Fi here, Wi-Fi there, Wi-Fi where you've never Wi-Fi'd before. Wi-Fi beyond walls, beyond boundaries, beyond compare. Wi-Fi like your house is one giant hotspot, the hottest hotspot. Sound extreme? It is.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
Call or go online to order MyPillow Premium, and Mike will give you a second pillow absolutely free. Use the promo code on your screen to get 2 MyPillows for the price of 1. Don't delay. Order now.
With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
That's the cool unifying thing of Stella Maris Academy now, is that we have these 3 campuses that are unique in their own respects, but we have this one community that has come together to say, we support Catholic education here in Duluth, and let's make this something to be really proud of.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
We're all winners at war, and everybody here knows how to lie good.
Adam's playing both sides.
And everybody knows it.
He can go.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
I've been through cancer. I'll go until my legs collapse. I'm not going to stop.
New Survivor, Winners at War, tonight, 8/7 Central on CBS.
It's good spending time with the Coopers.
Do I have to sit downwind of Geordie's cologne?
A new Young Sheldon, Thursday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS 3.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
An Alberta clipper is coming our way, skirting along the Canadian border. Right now it's over towards the Dakotas, but when it gets into our part of the world, it'll increase the clouds and increase snow chances. Light stuff for most of us, but it could be fairly vigorous for the lakeside communities of Cook County and Minnesota. Folks there are facing a winter weather advisory till about noon tomorrow. That zone could get 3 to 6 inches of lake-enhanced snow, and the lake itself, looking at a gale warning there till about the same time. So it'll be windy by the lake. That'll help fuel the snow for the North Shore there. The rest of us probably just running a trace to an inch or so, although there will be a couple of exceptions, especially towards the snow belt. So we'll show you the snow map here in just a little bit. But right now, let's start with the current conditions. Coming in from Duluth International, where it's 33 degrees warmer than normal. Yeah, 1 year ago, 19 below. Today, 33 above. 56% for the relative humidity. South wind, 5 miles per hour. Help keeping the temperature up. Air pressure is exactly where the textbook says it should be, normal, neutral, 29.92 inches of mercury or 1,013 millibars. But again, with that Alberta clipper coming to call, barometer readings will go down as the clouds go up and the snow falls at least for a day or so. 29 right now, Watersmead, 32 Ironwood, 34 to 35 from Ashland to Ironwood, 36 if you push it over towards Superior, 34 Moose Lake, 32 Harbors and Ely. Low 30s, Hibbing, Chisholm, Nashua, Keewatin, Taconite, Grand Rapids, Deer River, 34 there, 30 International Falls, and a hair warmer towards Orr. Low temps tonight, thanks to the increasing cloud cover coming our way, probably won't fall off the 30 mark very much, although 20s are possible towards the arrowhead of Minnesota. Well, that approaching Alberta clipper is starting to push lighter snows into western Minnesota down towards the Brainerd Lakes region. And I'm thinking after 10 o'clock tonight, a lot of Minnesota places could see it. It looks like there's light stuff happening right now in Koochiching and Itasca counties as well. So as the night goes on, the clouds go up, the snow chance increases as well. And by tomorrow morning, it spills into Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula, especially the tip of the Keweenaw. They're facing the same winter weather advisory that people in Cook County are facing. But as we take a look at the situation for tomorrow, then it's an 80% chance for the snow, but it should be gone by Friday as the low pressure system goes away and a high building up from the west starts to push some warmer air into our region. Friday and Saturday should be sunny, and Saturday pretty close to 50 degrees. How much snow are we going to get before then, though? Well, it's looking like the tip of the arrowhead sure could go 3 to 6. Now it looks like even Duluth could go 1 to 2, and into the snow belt about 3 or 4, even 5 inches there before Friday morning comes and we get a chance to shovel. Tonight, Minnesota temperatures, low-wise, go from 23 to 30, increasing clouds, and a chance for a little light snow coming in the next couple of hours. Wisconsin, Michigan, a few more hours than that, but then you get your chance, too, with lows in the lower 30s, so that's the warm side of life there. High temps tomorrow, 34 to 40. Looking at an 80% mixed chance, Wisconsin and Michigan, 80% chance in Minnesota as well, with inland highs near 34 and lakeside highs close to 40, 39 degrees. Extended forecast, well, once we get rid of the snow and the low pressure system Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sunny and warm, going from 35 Friday to 48 on Saturday. Almost as warm Sunday, but we do get another round of precip coming our way. Perhaps a similar situation Sunday night into Monday morning. Then it gets cooler back to normal by Tuesday. So if you like it warm, enjoy it while you can.
Nice little payoff there on the weekend for some snow in the late week here.
You know, I still haven't got my snowmobile dug out from the blizzard of late November.
Oh.
I'm running out of time to get it done, get out riding, and Saturday's not going to be a good day for it.
No, I don't think so. Thanks, Dave.
People who live in Superior say walking and biking in their community is not as easy as it should be.
Tonight, the city is taking the first steps in fixing that problem. CBS 3's John Cardinelli is live in Superior tonight to tell us what the city is doing to address the need. John.
Kristen, Tony, the city of Superior is in the process of creating its first active transportation plan. Tonight, citizens of the community are encouraged to come here and give their feedback on what they would like to see be implemented in the plan. The city says they want to improve the active transportation system by creating a bike and pedestrian plan that emphasizes safety and usability. The plan focuses on connecting neighborhoods with important places in the city like schools, parks, government facilities, and retail districts. The goal is to improve public safety and promote an active lifestyle. Tonight, the committee is asking for your help to learn which areas of Superior are the most challenging for walking or biking. Now, the meeting wraps up at 7 p.m. tonight, so it's not too late to stop by. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from people involved with the project and community members.
All right, John Cardinelli live for us in Superior tonight. Thanks, John.
Neil, Long time no see.
I feel like I was just in this spot like a couple minutes ago. But coming up in sports, it's been a year in waiting for the Hermantown Hawks as they made their 16th overall state tournament appearance today. Highlights from their matchup versus Monticello coming up right after the break.
Up to 60% off on the North Face and Columbia winter clothing.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Home's biggest sale only comes around every 4 years. Everything's up to 29% off. That's 29%. And up to 50% on bonus buys like this Sonoma Road Trestle table set for $16.99 with no interest till next leap year. Home Furniture's leap year sale ends Saturday.
Duluth Casino is giving the house away. What? With over $100,000 in prizes. Every Thursday and Friday night from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., we're drawing 35 prize winners for their chance to win up to $1,000 cash.
Wait, what? How many winners?
35 winners every Thursday and Friday now through March. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. Thursdays and Fridays, we're giving the house away so you'll have a great time out at Fond-du-Loup.
Life beyond the gravitational pull of the city requires a can-do attitude. It takes versatility to accomplish all that needs to be done, and enough power to never get in over your head. The Kubota L-Series tractor pulls up its bootstraps, hooks up to its many attachments, and gets the job done right. That's why it's the #1 selling compact tractor in America.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
It's the biggest indoor RV show north of the Twin Cities at Hilmerson RV in Little Falls. March 2nd through the 7th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Shop over 75 RVs indoors and 350 on the ground with the nation's top brand names. Free admission and financing as low as 3.99%. Visit with factory reps and take advantage of the absolute best prices. Everything from pop-ups to motorhomes. Don't miss the indoor RV show March 2nd through the 7th at Hilmerson RV, Highway 10 in Little Falls, or online at hilmersonrv.com.
America's Most Watched Network. Tonight starting at 7, only on CBS3 Duluth. Then stay tuned for CBS3 News at 10.
Don't miss out on the action when the Bulldogs hit the ice. It's all happening only on My 9 Sports. Brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac and Essentia Health.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Want to watch some television with me?
Sure.
Robber, bank.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing! Ranks.
No.
Okay, what you think?
Tommy, L.A. is a people town.
Can you have a town without people?
Get it.
How do I look?
You look like the chief of police.
You gotta get in on this.
Thursday, it's your night in on CBS.
At Home Sleep Express this leap year. Pay no interest until next leap year on our best brands. Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Heirloom, and iComfort. That's 4 years interest free. The leap year mattress sale only at Home Sleep Express.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
After a 1-year hiatus, the Hermantown boys hockey team returned to the state tournament on Wednesday, marking their 10th straight tournament appearance in the last 11 seasons. The Hawks, the #3 seed of the tournament, matched up with Monticello out of Section 5A. They don't mess around in the first period. Who else but Blake Biondi skating through the crease and scoring. It's 1-0 Hawks. Just before the end of the period, Joey Pierce sends one in front from the point. Turns out it wasn't a shot, but a nice pass to Biondi. He finished with a hat trick, 2-0 heading to the break. In the second, they keep their foot on the gas. Shorthanded Aaron Pionk with a beauty of a pass to Aiden Dowd in space, and he doesn't miss. 3-0 Hermantown, and as you would expect, the floodgates broke open late. Zach Kylan with a roof shot, his second of the game. Hermantown moves on with the 7-1 win. They'll play St. Cloud Cathedral on Friday in the semifinals.
Exactly what we wanted, to get back here, and then obviously had to get here to win a state championship, and that's what we want to do. We don't want to just win the section. We don't want to just win quarters. We're here to win state, so.
You got to win this first one, and now they get to just take it all in, and that's what we talked about after. We were staying at the X, and they get to enjoy this. This is, never take this for granted, and I think that was a great thing about us. If you took anything away from losing, was that I think our whole program, community, everyone was starting to take it for granted, and they don't. I can tell you that. It was a long, hard summer and winter, and to get back here, and now they get to enjoy it.
For the 5th time this season, Wisconsin and UMD will meet on the ice, but this time there's bigger implications. A trip to the WCHA Final Face-Off Championship game will be on the line. The Bulldogs will also be in search of their first win against the Badgers this season, as Wisconsin took all 4 meetings. That includes back on February 23rd, when Wisconsin scored 2 goals in the final minutes to eventually force a 5-5 tie. Head coach Moore Kroll says there are positives to take away from that last meeting.
We're encouraged by our play. I think we had the lead for a large portion of that game, which is great, and we're going to take that feeling moving ahead. We understand now it's playoff hockey. It's a different scenario, and you know, this is the biggest game of the year. So we're confident. We know it's going to be hard work. Wisconsin's a really good hockey team, and so are we.
Finally, in prep baseball, Duluth Denfeld has a new head baseball coach. As athletic director Tom Pearson announced today that Joe Wicklund will lead the team this spring. Wicklund comes from Duluth Marshall, where he spent the past 6 seasons at the helm. Just this past season, Wicklund led the Hilltoppers to their first state title in program history. He replaces Cal Fonger, who recently took an assistant coaching job at Valley City State University. So he's going from a good spot to another good spot, because Denfeld, they were in the state tournament as well. So it should be an interesting move for Wicklund this upcoming year.
All right. Thanks, Neil.
A Duluth food shelf has a huge goal, and they need your help to reach it. Today, Chum announced they want to raise $140,000 and collect 50,000 pounds of food, all in 1 month. It's their kickoff to a statewide food share campaign. They hold the campaign in March because donations are usually low this time of year.
The need is certainly there. We're not serving less people, we're actually serving more people. And last year alone, we actually hit a record on the amount of food that we distributed.
Chum beat its previous food distribution record by 14,000 pounds last year, which shows more people needed their help. This food share campaign ends April 12th. Check out our website for more details on how you can donate.
All right, Dave, some sunshine out there today, but that might be coming to an end for tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, very quickly, Tony, as the low-pressure system from the west brings in the clouds, and an 80% chance for a rain-snow mix that could begin and is probably already beginning to the west of us here. 80% chance it'll stick around through tomorrow, then finally go away by Friday. By the time all is said and done, folks on the North Shore and southern Cook County may get the most, 3 to 6 inches of snow possible there, thanks to lake enhancement. And the South Shore may come in second with 2 to 4, maybe 5 there. And the rest of us are looking at about a trace to 2 inches. It's not a huge snowstorm, but as always, just a little bit makes the road slippery. We'll have to be careful tomorrow. And then we'll take it easy and laugh at the sky Friday and Saturday when it comes up sunny and warm. 48 degrees here Saturday in the Twin Ports.
A mixed bag.
Mixed bag of good once you get to Saturday.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.